Welcome back to another episode of the Educating the Reckless podcast with your host, Apollo P. And
NoBetterNina.
All right, so
I was waiting for it. You guys, me and Apollo, contrary to our name, educated and reckless, we're actually really stupid because we didn't think of a solution to the problem we had. As you guys know, this is dropping on a Friday.
Yeah, we're back on Wednesday, people.
Because we're actually fucking idiots. We didn't think about recording Tuesday mornings when we're both available.
Well, we don't gotta tell them all of that information. Just let them know that what we had planned to do and execute, we didn't really have to do.
We're stupid, and we're gonna be back on Wednesdays starting next week. Sorry for the confusion.
Yeah, I mean, so we back on the pivot.
Yeah,
you know, back in the middle of the week because you know things drop on Saturday or on Friday. Metro Boomin is dropping as of tomorrow or as of today when you listen to this. Apparently, it's called Not All Heroes Wear Capes.
I did not know that.
So see, the thing is, when we drop on like a Friday, then we competing with music.
Yeah,
and then you know, I don't want to compete with music. I want to be competing with the other podcasts that drop in the midweek and stuff like that. Still give us a competitive edge.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So we're back on Wednesdays. Sorry for that. If anybody even listens to this episode, I feel like people are just going to forget that we even dropped.
You think so?
Maybe.
I don't think so. I think the people who are subscribed, when they see the notification come up,
they're going to be like, this is weird. It's a Friday. Oh, yeah. They said that last time.
Yeah. So after this, I'm excited. People, because let me tell you something. I got a battery put in my back on Friday night.
A battery?
Well, not like a literal battery. I meant like someone said some things that charged me up.
I did not know that was an expression. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Come on, Nina. How old are you, man? Like, how do you not know that?
Sometimes I take things literally. I told you, face value. I take everything at face value.
Exactly. And this is why when I say I got a battery put in my back, you're like, God damn, what the fuck, Apollo?
It's like, what kind of surgery is that?
So I got a battery put in my back, right? Someone said some stuff, some criticism. And then
about our podcast?
No, not about a podcast. About me personally. Okay. About me and radio stuff.
Okay.
So someone said that, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll show you what. And then I go back home and I made 3 Bristol boards of just points of like how to become a better orator.
Okay.
And so I just have these big Bristol boards I'm going to put on my wall, and every time I wake up, I'm going to look at it. I mean, I guess it's the exact same type of thing. Concept.
As a vision board?
Yeah, as well, Reddy told us to do, have a notebook, but I can't write in a notebook all the time. So me waking up and looking inside on my wall every time I wake up, I'm gonna go like, all right, so I'm just gotta bring my A game every single time. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? All right. So let's talk about what you've been up to. It's been a lot longer than the week than we usually ask what's going on.
Yes, it has. So Halloween was sick. If you guys peeped on my Instagram at NoBetterNina, I killed my Cardi B costume.
Yeah. Mickey Mouse joint.
I don't know if people really got that it was Cardi B while I was there, but like once I posted that picture, everyone got it.
The internet gets it more than the real life.
Yeah. If anything, I just looked like a 90s girl at the party. But the party was a lot of fun. I had a really good time. And then Tuesday I also went out to Cozy. I'm really mad at myself for that night because I wasn't me. Like I didn't enjoy myself. And that's
why is that? Was someone on your nerves or something? Did you?
Yeah, a certain situation got to me, and then I kind of let my emotions get the best of me. But that's not happening again because I told myself yesterday, bitch, you got to build a fucking bridge and get the fuck over it. So that's what I did. Gave myself one day to let it out, be emotional, and then I said it's only going up from here. So. Whatever, that was cool. And then I was a race car driver that day. That was just like simple, like.
Holy, you had 2 costumes in a week?
Yeah, it's Halloween. I always go out twice on Halloween.
Yeah, you extra, dog.
I really like pagan holidays.
You could have just recycled the same costume, no?
No, why? I didn't want to do that.
Why?
I don't know, just in case someone from the other party was at the same party and then they see me again.
Understand though. Maybe that crowd would have got it.
Maybe, I don't know.
You could have probably been killing them.
Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, and then I moved into my basement.
Oh, just like how Raven did? Or actually, Raven moved into her attic.
Yeah, I moved into my basement. Yeah. My grandparents moving in on Saturday, so I'm about to be living with the old folks.
Well, technically, yeah. Well, not technically. You got your own little lair.
Technically, I have my own little space, which I actually really like.
Yeah, you're independent.
Like, and I got to get new furniture and shit.
Yeah,
and like redo my room and empty out a lot of shit. I cleared out. You know, I've been complaining all this time that I don't have enough closet space, but it's really just the fact that I haven't thrown out clothes that I haven't worn since the 8th grade. So I literally tossed 5 huge garbage bags, all from shit from my closet. Mm-hmm. But yeah, how was your week?
My week was after I got that battery put in my back. I came in with a storm. I was like, man, I'm doing everything better when it comes to media. But after that, what happened? Oh, Shardy from what happened? This happened like yesterday or 2 days ago. So one of these girls I was messing with, mm-hmm. I told myself, it was like, if I felt it was important enough, I probably would have talked about it. I guess it's important enough. I want to talk about it.
Okay.
Nothing too serious. Nothing like I got something to gripe off me.
Yeah.
So she posted something on Instagram. I'm like, oh shit, she looking cute. So I liked it, and I put a comment in that.
Is this
shit.
Niagara Falls girl?
Yeah, the Niagara Falls shit.
Okay.
So
why you keep going back?
I'm not going back, Nina.
Okay.
I never went back. I told you I'm done.
Okay.
I told you, like, what's that thing? What's that saying? The saying is, you choose me or you're gonna lose me, baby.
Okay.
But so she didn't choose me. She lost me.
Okay.
So she posted something, so I'm still following. I'm not no vindictive, like, yo, block you, get the hell out of here, let me just my life. I'm cool. Like, you already see me cool.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, I can appreciate the post. Bomb, put some like what's that thing? The B sign?
The okay.
The B sign.
I don't know how to describe that.
Yeah, it's like people if you're a blood member, you put that. Well, I'm not a blood. I just put like the AOK type of thing.
Yeah.
So that, and then she hits me in the DMs and go like, I really miss you. Not on no some real shit, not on no sexual shit. And I hit her back and I'm like, I really appreciate you saying that. And then she hits me with the LOL and I'm like, oh, I guess she aggy.
Because you said I appreciate you saying, like, you didn't say I miss you back. So it just seems like you're just like, thanks, like, I'm doing better off without you. So.
I am.
Okay, so that's how you meant it. Then
no,
obviously she's going to reply salty.
I mean, I meant it as like, oh, I appreciate you saying that. Like, I'm not going to say, yo, get the fuck out of here.
She probably misinterpreted it as, like, I appreciate you saying that. Like, haha, you lose.
No, oh, she did lose. I told you.
Okay, so then, yeah. So that's why she's saying LOL back.
Yeah, but hey, I look like what I say earlier. I just said, you choose me or you gonna lose me, baby.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not even. I'm not even going back and forth. So she said that she really missed me. I said I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Yeah. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. That. I mean, that took balls. I guess. It took you some confidence to say
message, that. Yeah, for her to message you and say she misses you 100%.
Yeah. If I say something to someone, I go like, yo, I already missed you, man. And if they go like, yo, man, if they don't say I missed you back, then I mean, I told you because I was doing that for me. Hopefully, I would hope when people say they miss you, they wouldn't do that for a response to say you missed them back. That makes you look like kind of thirsty.
Yeah, like I get it. You're saying you miss someone because you genuinely miss them.
Yeah,
I get that.
Like if I see my mom, I was like, oh, mom, I missed you, and then she says, all right. At the end of that's my mom's, yo. That's my blood.
But also she could have also been salty because things didn't necessarily end on like super A+ terms with you guys. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like a great send off.
I mean, she what are you talking about?
That's probably why it was salty. No, but
choose me.
It was a salty. Yeah, baby. But that's what I mean. It was a salty send off. So I feel like that's probably why she was like she took it the wrong way. But
so I mean, I said that, you know what, and I hit her. I was like, you know what, how you holding up?
Yeah.
And she was like, what the what? And then I was like, life. And then she was like, I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm like, all right, this is how you is. All right, fuck you. Type shit.
I realized, honestly.
Like, there's no point of talking here.
This week I actually realized that it's worse to have a situation like that end on good terms. Like, it hurts more when it ends on good terms versus when it ends on, like, bad terms. Mm. Like, when something ends on bad terms and, like, it's just, like, you got fucked over, it's so much easier to get over. But, like, when there was no reason for it, like, everything was great and stuff, and, like, it's just, like, a good send-off, like, you know, I really wish you the best and blah, 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 shit just couldn't work out because of timing or something. Mm-hmm. That shit is so fucking painful.
The thing is, I don't look at it as painful. I said, like I always say, yo, you either gonna choose me or you gonna lose me. Yeah, but what? I look at it. No, so check this out. So when I say choose me or lose me, it's either because I look at myself as like I'm a prize. If I'm around your presence, I'm gonna validate you, but I look at myself as a high pedestal type of thing. Mm-hmm. So if I'm around you type thing, is like I feel like, you know, I'm doing some good stuff. So if you choose me or not, it's not no loss on me. It's I charge it to the game, like a lot of these things say. It's not my pussy, it's just my turn. You know what I mean? So it was my turn at that time. She didn't choose me for a re-up. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just keep it pushing. Not once I was like complaining, going like, yo, she's not even hollering at me. I was like, all right, bet.
No, yeah, no. I know that. I just mean because with you guys, it wasn't like things were like great.
Yeah.
Like a great, like, not that it was a terrible ending, but you know what I mean? Yeah. It wasn't like super, it wasn't a sad ending. Like,
I manned up about it.
I don't know how to explain it, but yeah.
So that's it. I don't really have anything malice to say. I don't really have this.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just that's the situation. I was like, yeah, she didn't choose me. I kept on pushing.
Yeah.
Choose up. That's what Pimp says. You gotta choose up. Pimp say, yo, choose up. Yeah. Besides that, I don't really have any other type of highlights besides reading the book. All right. Yeah. I'm looking at it. I wrote this shit right here. I should have really spoke on it. So people who are following me on Instagram and things like that, I read the Brittany Renner book, The Judge Discovered. I read it in like less than 12 hours.
Wow. Yeah. How many pages is it?
133 pages.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, I read it in less than, we did that in uni. Like they would sign like 133 pages for like a reading. Yeah. Like a casual reading. So I read that. I really enjoyed the book. I did not think that what I went into the book thinking, I thought it was going to be thought tales and thottery. And what I came out finding is that this is just a woman in the 21st century trying to find her way. Mm-hmm. That I'm gonna say that, just trying to find her way, because she started off in the game with someone that she admired as her boyfriend, and she ended up at the place where she is right now, alone and somewhat mishandled by men that she thought she was really gonna pour a lot of her love into. Let me just say that.
Okay.
I think a lot of people can relate to that, men and women. If you're going through, times like that. I mean, Nina, I'll give the book to Nina. Hopefully one day she reads everything.
I'll read it. Yeah, I can read it for next week.
And then we'll have a cool conversation about it. Mm-hmm. Give people the real info, because apparently Joe Budden was talking on it on State of the Culture. Mm-hmm. I didn't see that part, but she posted on her Instagram, Brittany Renner, and she was like, I can't wait to see all these things. I can't wait to see this. Yeah. And hear a whole bunch of people talking about the book they never read.
Yeah.
So, contrary to popular belief, it's not like a superhead book.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And how we 12 minutes in, we ain't talking about shit. No, we actually talked about.
We did kind of talk about some stuff.
We talked about some forest.
We talked about some relatable stuff.
So, all right. So my thing is, I've been asking myself for the past few days, where are the fucking blackface costumes at? Where are the offensive motherfucking shits at? Because this don't make no sense. I'm not going to shit on white people, but I don't think that as in large.
They're not all that smart to stop all of a sudden.
Nina said that. Nina said that. All right, so I was like, yo, where the hell are they? I can't wait for one of them joints. And what I found some girl in Missouri.
Missouri? Yes.
Missouri? Am I saying that right?
Missouri.
Missouri?
Yes.
Yo, what the fuck is his name? Like, who fucking comes up with this name?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, don't knock that over. So, yeah, she's a nurse, white woman with a nurse. She put blackface on, and so did her husband, to go as Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Yep.
Yeah. And I was like, it ain't a Halloween without racist blackface. That's what it is.
She also actually did it a couple of years before too. She did Destiny's Child with her friends, and she also did Beyonce again. And I want Beyonce to see, like, I feel like she's so stupid that she thinks Beyonce thinks this is a great costume and that she nailed it, because you did it years before and now you're doing it again. Like, I want Beyonce to see it and like message her or something and be like, bitch, you're fucking stupid. Like, what are you doing? That's what I want.
Get the beehive on that bitch.
Yeah.
Get her out the paint. Oh, I mean, she already lost her job.
Yeah, she got fired. But, yeah. Do you think that's really going to, like, educate her on the fact that she shouldn't do it?
I don't fucking know.
Nope.
To be honest, yo, I don't think at any point, I'm still in my mid-20s. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure people are old enough, people who are close to their years 100 and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. No, in 2018, if you put on a fucking blackface, you're going to see some repercussions and consequences because of that. There's no one that's out in their motherfucking mind that doesn't know that shit not offensive. Yeah. I mean, I guess black people are getting people more out the paint, but even that indigenous people find Halloween as offensive too because you see people wear the tiki torches.
Oh my gosh, I saw actually on this girl's Instagram, you know her too, and I saw it on her story.
Yeah.
The indigenous, she was posting because she's like every year on Halloween, you know, people are dressing as indigenous people. Yeah. Whatever, like our culture is not a costume and stuff. And she posted one of an indigenous woman who, this girl who dresses an indigenous woman. Yeah. And you know, this girl had the audacity to put like use makeup and put bullet holes on her like forehead. And
for real?
Yeah, and that was her costume. And I was like, holy fuck, the ignorance. Like she that's terrible. Yeah. So that really like
I mean, I'm not indigenous in any type of way, but hey man, if it's something like the black people, yeah, that's probably crazy.
Yeah. Crazy. So it's like people in general just don't understand. Just don't use. But see, this is the thing that confuses me because people say don't use cultures as costumes, but then people dress up as that Dia de la Muerte or something. You know, the Mexican. It's like an observatory day where they, something to do with the dead and like talking to the dead or something on that specific day. A lot of people dress up as that for Halloween, and even Roxy Diaz dressed up as that for Halloween too. Well, but I'm like, is that seen as offensive to them or no?
To be honest, I think it's offensive by whoever thinks it as offensive.
Yeah, I guess
that's what it is. Because when Megyn Kelly was like, I don't think when you dress up as
yeah,
it was Megyn Kelly tried to get that up. You know what? I don't know if we were gonna talk about because we're like weeks away.
Yeah.
But when Megyn Kelly said it on her show, she said, as long as you put blackface when it comes to a costume, it shouldn't be that offensive.
Yeah, that's what she said, yeah.
And the way that she got that off, I'm like, I heard it and I'm like, I'm indifference because when blackface is usually done, it's usually to mock.
Yeah. Now, that's how it originally, that's how it originated.
Yeah.
So
if a white kid wants to be Black Panther, what's that called? Black Panther?
Yeah.
Yeah. If a white kid wants to be Black Panther and he puts on technically you wouldn't need blackface because there's a fucking mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you want to get that off and put on a blackface, I don't know if I would be mad. To be honest, it's a touchy subject for most. Mm-hmm. But I haven't experienced blackface in the point where I'm seeing people trying to mock us. It's just more so people just looking retarded with it.
I think it just comes down to education and I don't think it's okay. And I think it comes down to these people either A, being uneducated or B, being stupid. No, like when I see white people like that in America doing it, to me, it comes off as them mocking it because come on, they have to know like where it originated from, especially people that woman's age. That woman was old enough to have at least been educated on it. Mind you, I don't remember at any point in school being taught anything about this. So at the same time, but then again, like I guess that also comes into play with who you hang out with growing up and your parents and what they tell you too, right?
Yeah, I mean, school's doing a poor job at educating people, but the internet will educate you much faster.
Yes,
you know,
that is true.
It's also called cultural appropriation or cultural misappropriation, depending on who you are. All right, so let's get into this.
Okay.
I mean, I put down something here to make it more localized.
No, I don't like this. It's stupid.
You don't?
No.
You don't? You got angry when you said that? When you see that?
No, I just don't think there's a point. That's not us.
You're not us.
That's not like an us topic.
You don't got jobs anyways.
Listen, I got 2 jobs.
You don't got a job. All right, so
I'm looking for a sugar daddy. Yeah. So if you're listening and you're trying to fund me, just let me know.
I'm looking for a cougar. I'll make that thing moist.
I'm not trying to work 2 jobs no more.
Oh, for real? I'm trying to give this little 40.
I'm tired.
I'm trying to get this little 40-year-old coochie some groove back.
I'm not trying to give nobody nothing. Just pay me for hanging out with you or for existing.
Oh, for real?
That's it.
Oh yeah, I think I might be soliciting prostitution if I said that. I would take care of a grown woman and be her companion.
I just want to be paid for existing. That's it.
Exactly. All right, so I think this came out about a week ago.
Mm-hmm. After we recorded our last episode.
Yeah, right after. So XXX, there's an audio. Did you listen to the whole 27 audio?
No, I did not. I listened to the clip that you sent me on Academics page.
Yeah, the clip wasn't great.
And I listened to the first 2 minutes of it. Yeah. And then I was like, damn, this shit is half an hour long.
Yeah.
You listened to the whole thing,
I listened to it 3.5 times.
Holy shit.
Because I just wanted to make sure. Because I was
got everything.
Yeah, not even until I got anything that I could pinpoint something that isn't up to interpretation.
Okay.
The whole audio is up for interpretation.
Who recorded it?
From what I remember, it's a female friend that was
like just sneakily recording him.
Yeah,
that's very
even after, and I felt like I felt like it was like somewhat of a conspiracy type of joint because after everyone got up, there's this, all right, let's go. This the shit felt. That's me just a conspiracy theory. But yeah, so the audio was leaked a week ago of XXX talking to his friends and companions, where the news headline was saying that he admitted to beating his ex-girlfriend, Geneva. And that came a shock because a lot of people were kind of on, he died an innocent man, so we can't really prove it. And so when this audio came out, this is about 2 years ago, when he was 18, right? Mm-hmm. They're like, damn, this is just not good. I don't know, all right, let me just ask you.
Today, Junior.
Stop it. Let me just ask you this. All right, so after all that information came out about X and things like that, and Pitchfork also leading the charge. I want to talk about Pitchfork a little later. Yeah. Pitchfork leading the charge and trying to make this man, try to demonize this man after his death.
He's dead, yeah.
What are your thoughts? Do you think this is going to affect his legacy?
No, because I feel like everyone who was a fan of him, or just people in general, honestly, people in general, if you believed that he did it, you believed it when he was alive.
That's a fact.
If you were ever skeptical about it, you most likely probably didn't really have any feelings towards him, and maybe you just liked his music, or maybe you just didn't like him at all and didn't listen to shit. And if you didn't believe it, then you didn't believe it. You found this out, and that doesn't change anything for you because he's dead now, and you're probably still gonna listen to his music. So I feel like it's not really gonna change anything.
Yep.
And I feel like that is because he's dead. Because if he was alive, I think more fuel would get added to the fire because he would start to respond, and then people would start coming at him for it, and then it would blow up into this huge thing and would make headlines again. Yep. I don't think this really changes anything. Like I said, if you had your beliefs about it before, then I'm sure those are the exact same beliefs you had now. And if it changed anything, then I'm sure it's not affecting you to the point where you're like, oh my God, I can't believe, like, you're not devastated over it. Because at the end of the day, you probably feel worse that he's dead. So yeah, I don't know. How do you feel?
The same. The thing is, I heard it, and I got to the point where I was like, yeah, he did that shit. He's guilty as fuck. But
he also talked about admitting to stabbing 8 people.
Yeah.
And the headline said it was 3, but he said he stabbed 8.
Yeah, but apparently the background behind that story, because the whole, let me just say, the whole 27 clip audio, I feel like that shit is out of context from everything else.
Before?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think the 27 clip is out of context, and the 1 minute and 30-second clip that Pitchfork put out was out of context as well. So the whole thing is just out of context.
Okay.
I'm just saying out of context because you just hear them talking.
Yeah. It's like you don't hear anything that led up to the conversation. It just starts immediately.
It starts immediately.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So I say that to say this. Him stabbing, apparently he was at a party or somewhere in
Deerfield,
and where him and another friend, they're by themselves and they're being surrounded by people that look like they're going to attack them. So X had drawn the knife and a few people because he felt like he was in danger of his life.
Yeah.
So I mean, if that's true, I'm not like, yo, X, you a bad guy. Yeah. If you were really feeling for your life and you have to give it to 8 people, then hold them, hold.
Yeah.
But the whole do I feel? No, I don't really care. I mean, let me just say I don't really care. But it didn't affect me to judge him now. Yeah. It's like, all right.
I feel like maybe people who also it would really affect. Again, this also kind of goes back. For me, I truly believe that people will never feel the weight of a certain situation until it happens to them.
Yeah.
So when we're talking about drug overdosing or domestic abuse and stuff like that, I can never truly say like I feel how his ex-girlfriend must have felt or something like that.
Her name's on Instagram is Liar, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
And that's even confusing.
Yeah,
as well.
But this also kind of reminds me. So I never go on Facebook. I was on Facebook because I realized I haven't been promoting anything on there, and I have a few friends who just use Facebook. So I'm like, hey, let me just maybe get them to like listen to something that I do. I don't know. So I posted a status, whatever, and then I was scrolling through the feed, and I came across this girl I went to school with in Baltimore. She dropped out after her first year.
But it's the first year I guess.
Yeah, but she so she ended up with this guy, and then she ended up getting pregnant, and she had a baby, and now she has a son, and then she got pregnant again. I don't know if it was with the same guy or not. But then she posted on Facebook, I saw a status, and it said, "Thank you to everyone who checked up on me. I just went to the gynecologist or whatever. Turns out the attack did terminate the pregnancy. So I'll be getting something done to like remove whatever was left inside." And I was like, what attack? And then I scrolled down her Facebook. I click her profile, scrolled down her profile, and one of her posts from a week before was, "It's been a week since I escaped my abusive relationship with my son, and we're happier than ever." And I was like, holy fuck. When I saw, because then I obviously put two and two together. That's the attack she was talking about. Was whoever she was with beat her up and killed the baby that she had inside of her.
That's fucked
and
up.
I was like, that's scary. So people like, obviously, like, you know, you feel bad for people like that, and that's a terrible situation, but I don't feel like I will ever be able to relate personally on the same level because I haven't gone through that, and I hope to never go through that.
I mean, so before we get off on this, I just want to talk about the whole pitchfork thing, because as I was listening to the audio, I was reading the transcribed words that Pitchfork had put out there. They edited a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
They edited a lot of it.
But you know what? Transcriptions get edited. Even now with what I do at the news desk, we have to edit transcriptions and quotes to make it grammatically make sense. So when you say edited, are you saying grammatically to make sense, or they're taking shit deliberately out?
I mean, redacted is editing. I can understand if you want to redact something.
Yeah.
But there's whole sentences and sentences that they didn't even bother to put in there. There'd be points where they'd be talking about stuff, and then I'd be reading, and I was like, where is that? And then they finally get back to another point. But they'll say like redacted. But I thought redacted was like to edit out someone's name for legal reasons or any type of thing like that. But they were just...
Could you hear what was being said, like, clearly?
Yeah. I was hearing and I was reading at the same time. Yeah. So I could... So any words that I couldn't really understand, you could read it. I could read them, like, okay, now that makes sense. So they got edited a lot of stuff. We're at a point where X was talking about how his ex-girlfriend was high off of drugs, and some dude has had sex with her when he was in prison.
Yikes.
I'm like, yo, when I heard that, so it took me the third time to listen, and when I was reading to read it, and I was like, yo, this is like something serious right here. His ex-girlfriend got raped. Like,
yeah. And they didn't put that in.
Didn't even put that in.
Yeah.
And like, a lot of people don't even want to talk about that, but yo, shorty got raped.
Yeah.
Like, she said, like, and X, it was like, I'm gonna give her that, like, you know, she was fucked up, she didn't know what she was doing. Bro, it's not even that she didn't know what she was doing.
She got raped.
She got raped, son.
Yeah.
And then there's something else where he said, like, he was talking to her, and then he wasn't going to hit her and stuff like that, and that tapped her on the back just to know the truth, and that she sucked her ex-boyfriend dick to go to Texas and some shit like that. There's a whole bunch of just shit that...
Damn.
I mean, I come to find out X is kind of a simp.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, that dude was head over heels for this shorty.
Yeah.
And that he was willing to go beyond, and X was talking about killing himself a lot in the tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, yo, I'll just kill myself and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, this guy really head over here. But yo, I think Pitchfork is a piece of shit.
Okay.
As a fucking,
fair enough. As
a journalist company, as a brand, and a whole motherfucking corporation. As a news
source, an entertainment news source.
Because I would say in certain situations like this, you want to give out the whole truth and nothing but the truth and let the people decide. When you start to frame it in a certain way where you want to depict another person as a demonic devil, I mean, I get you. You want clicks. I respect it. I mean, that's capitalism. Journalism, online journalism ran off of clicks. You want the clicks. You want to have the exclusive. But at least transcribe the shit in complete.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get that. It doesn't sound like it sounds... Like the way you've put it is that they've deliberately taken certain things out to make it seem like he was a bad person.
Yeah, that's what it was. All right, so let's move forward. All right, so Tekashi, this makes sense. All right, so you don't like this guy.
Favorite topic.
You don't like this guy. That's clear.
Yeah.
But he got sentenced to 4 years probation. He's not allowed to say Troy Way, and he's not around to have gang members around him. Or if he does any of that, he'll violate probation, and they'll. You know, I probably think I'm sending him 2 to 3 years in prison. Do you think this is a harsh sentence?
No.
I think it's harsh.
I know you think it's harsh because you wrote harsh sentence or just with the question mark. I was like, I know Apollo thinks it's harsh. You think 4 years probation is harsh.
I think it's harsh.
I think he's getting a special sort of treatment.
Nah, I think this is harsh.
No, I think this is way too lenient on him. Because what's it called? Like, okay, can I just get some background context on the 13-year-old girl that, so they detail in the court documents what happened. Like, she was like in a bra and panties sitting on his lap and shit like that and all this other stuff. But at the time, did he know how old she was?
No.
Okay. But there's another, so two wrongs obviously don't make it right, but she didn't know that shit was going to be posted on social media.
Exactly.
So, you know, like there's videos of her. Was she naked in some of the videos? She's basically naked.
She was, the video that was out was the one where she was giving fellatio to dude and he was thrusting as if he was like,
trying to hit it from the back.
Yeah, as he did some dickhead shit. I can say that. That's some dickhead shit.
So I feel like obviously it's fucked up, and that's why I don't think like she didn't know that shit was gonna get posted. It's one thing for Tekashi to not know how old she is, okay? I mean, still not okay, but it's another when that shit's getting posted online and you and your friend obviously know that you're posting it online. So that's why I don't think...
No, he said someone sent it to him and then he posted it. He reposted it.
He also... Yeah, that's the thing. He reposted it and confirmed saying, yes, that's me and I did this. And like he was proud of it or something.
So it wasn't like he leaked the thing. He just... he was proud of it. He was like, shit's out there.
At the end of the day, he's still promoting that. Whether or not he knew that's technically what, like child pornography or something. I don't know what you would consider that under a legal charge.
Well, yeah.
But whether or not he knew that, he's still reposting a video of a basically naked girl and shit. I don't think 4 years is enough. When you're making videos...
Stop it.
When you're 4 years probation, let alone like no jail time. Listen, when you're making videos with somebody, like a sex tape or something, you're not expecting that shit to be leaked. You're doing that in confidence of the fact that it's going to be private.
I mean, I think she was in a room full of people at the time.
So for this to be posted online and for her to, and then for it to come out that she's only 13 years old, 4 years probation, like you're still allowed to walk the streets and stuff after fully admitting that, you know, I did this shit and like being proud of it. You know what I mean?
So see, the thing is, you're going at him like he's the dude that was receiving fellatio. The dude that was receiving fellatio, he's out the game.
Yeah, I know. He did a lot of other shit too.
Yeah, he's out the game. He's probably getting fucked up in prison, all of that. What I'm talking about is when I read that, and I already read it prior anyways, I looked at that. That's kind of harsh. You know why it's harsh? Is because he did some dickhead shit as to like thrusting, right? He didn't penetrate the shorty or nothing. She was just on his lap. It was like kind of a, yo, this is my man's girl, but you know, she's friendly. She's friendly.
Yeah.
And that thing is, so when the video was leaked, right? No, I'm not even saying it leaked, but she was on the internet. It was like, oh shit, it's on the internet. Then I guess I could roll with it. Since it's already out there, I could roll with it. So I'm gonna put it on top of there.
Common sense tells you not to.
But check this out. No. I'm saying,
don't look at me like that.
I see the thing. Common sense would tell me, yo, if my dude getting fellatio, I'm not gonna be back to doing all this fun shit. So if I'm already fucked up and I was doing that already, then that means I'd probably do something lesser as the simply just repost.
So you think him being stupid is an excuse?
No.
Being
ignorant of the law is no excuse. But I'm saying in the grand scheme of things. I think after you read everything, I'm like, 4 years probation is, I think it's more so the court trying to put out a lesson towards a rapper that is now popular, but they don't like the certain things he's doing when it comes to rap. Let's be honest, if Tekashi never blew up last year, he would not go to jail. He would not even get probation.
I think he would.
Reposting.
For reposting.
No.
He would get something.
Remember how last week we were talking about how the attorney, what is it called? The prosecution was seeking harsher sentencing because of all the things he's doing.
Holding the guns.
Yeah. That's what, if Tekashi never blew up and was never doing none of that he would be right now a totally free man, not on any type of systems right now. But I think this is just the showcase that, yo, we don't like you talking about Treyway. We don't like you being affiliated with the Bloods. Like, come on. Like, stick to the course. Yeah, I mean, he did say he's going to be reformed as a human being. I believe that this is just a image that he has to put on. But, I mean, hey.
I still, sorry, just
you read the thing. You still call him a pedophile. Then.
No, I'm reading this. I was reading it now on the website you sent it, and I just came across another blackface costume.
Oh, for real?
22-year veteran officer wearing blackface.
Shelter.
Anyways,
can't get enough of that.
So, No, I still think that 4 years probation, I think, is just a hall pass for him. He's getting a hall pass, and he's allowed to walk around and still, live life like a regular person, because not all regular people are out here yelling Treyway and shit anyways.
Treyway!
So, except for Apollo, apparently. But, yeah, I think he should have been, actually in trouble for reposting it. Do you know kids in high school, when they pass around videos of, girls, doing shit like that, they all get, suspended or expelled and shit like that. I remember that happening.
Suspended and expelled compared to prison time.
But because they can't put you in jail at school. You know what I mean? So it's I don't know. I don't think it's enough.
I think
he's proud of that shit. That's sick.
Well, technically no. He's not proud of it. He's like, yeah, I'm not proud of it anymore.
That is all me on the videos. This happened in Harlem on the night of February 21st, 2015, going into the morning of February 22nd, 2015. Okay. I was tagged on Instagram, and then I reposted the videos using the Repost Wiz app. Yeah. My Instagram name is Takashi69. Yeah. You're telling me that ain't proud. Ending it off. Nice symbol.
No, that's...
My Instagram name is Takashi69.
That sounds like a deposition.
Way to go.
That sounds like a deposition.
No, that sounds like, yeah, I fucking did that shit and I'm proud.
No,
I'm hard as fuck for that. That's what it sounds like.
No, but when you write something
and it's all caps, you guys, by the way. That's all. Every last thing in that caption was all caps.
I think because he used a typewriter.
No, I think we're gonna agree to disagree.
All right then. All right, so the fact that the truth is out, right? What actually really occurred with him and the female? Do you think people are still gonna go call him a pedophile?
Again, I think it just stems back to how they initially felt about him, because people like me already knew this shit happened and believed it, whatever.
You've been calling him a pedophile, but now you read the document. You haven't used the pedophile word yet.
Still a pedophile.
Oh, sorry. Right, get it off your chest, Nina.
Still a pedophile to me. So yeah, I still feel the exact same way I felt about him before I saw these documents, because I heard all this stuff through the grapevine anyways.
I mean, not the grapevine, you read it on the line.
Yeah.
It was exposed.
You couldn't make it sound like I had to connect or something.
No, everyone knows. All right, so do you want to talk about Gucci man dipping and dodging on his baby mom? Or just get that out the way? Fuck that.
Yeah, it's not really that important.
Gucci man doing regular rapper shit.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to talk about this girl that believes that she's white?
I don't know. It's not really that important.
16-year-old girl, she's black. She looked black in the face. She believes she's white. Her mom or her sister apparently exposed her to be a sham. Get that out the way. Fuck it.
Okay, yeah.
Kanye West apologized. All right, so let's talk about this. Right?
Yes.
Kanye West apologized for being used and distanced himself away from politics. Truthfully, I put that in parentheses. Mm-hmm. Parentheses.
Stop parentheses. You sound like Mike Tyson.
So truthfully, most people truthfully, people reading this, people who read the tweets are only going to look at the last tweet he has sent where he said, I feel like I'm being used. My eyes are wide open.
Yeah.
I'm distancing myself from politics. But prior to that, it's because he was with Candace Owen, the black Republican who was really trying to shit on. I don't really know her whole thing, but
yeah, she was
a black Republican
trying to get black people to boycott the Democratic Party.
Yeah, Blacksit.
So are Democrats? Is Trump a Democratic? No, he's Republican. Yeah, right? Republican.
All right, okay. So before we go into it, we're Canadian.
Yes.
We got more than one party over here in this country.
Yes.
So in America, they got two parties: the Democrats and then the
I didn't know that. I don't know shit about politics, to be completely honest.
They got the Democrats and they got the red and the blue.
Okay.
The Democrats, we got a whole bunch.
Okay.
So the Republicans are considered conservative. The Democrats are considered progressive.
Okay.
All right. So a lot of black people do know this, but at one time, black people used to vote Republican. Mm-hmm. Because the Democratic Party were seen as, I guess, kind of oppressive towards black people. Okay. But during the time, it looked like it changed where black people started to lean towards, Democrats, and they started to invest more into the black communities and things like that. As Democrats, I guess they started to fall back into more of the redneck type of thing.
Okay.
And so now that's what you see when Hillary and Bernie Sanders was going. Black people were on those sides because black people predominantly vote Democratic.
Okay.
So Candace Owen, she is a Republican, a black Republican who stands with, all that type of stuff. So as Kanye West was coming out and doing his whole thing with the politics in terms of aligning himself with Donald Trump, I guess he ended up being lured around Candace Owen. No, actually, no. Let me step back a little bit. He had tweeted that he liked Candace. What the fuck? Help me say her name.
Candace Owens.
Yeah, I'm gonna call her CO. I'm calling her CO.
I want to count how many times you asked me during the podcast. How do I say this? How do I say that?
So yes, CO. He had tweeted that he liked CO's type of stance, and he was like liked her. So that kind of, what's that thing? Span the wheel. Fuck, yo, can't speak. So Kanye said he was fucking with CO.
Yes.
And then CO asked him to design a clothing line for him.
Yeah.
For her, called Blexit.
Yep.
Blacks leaving Democrats party.
Yeah, like it was basically the blacks exiting the Democratic Party.
Yeah. And so that's what it is. And so him doing that without really knowing what was going on in politics is him feeling used. It's like, no, I don't want to stand behind this because I don't want a clothing line to dictate what black people should do as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I guess he realized that, and he was like, yo, fuck this. I'm stepping back. I'm not going to try to do any type of politics. But the people who are not going to take the time to actually further research are going to think he got used by Donald Trump. He fucked them and left them. Now
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I know you knew that's what I thought.
I know it. Most people thought that.
I was like, oh my God. He finally realized after this whole thing, like, that he really fucked up.
He's still fucking with Trump. He's just not fucking with Candace.
See, shit is crazy.
Yeah, but most people, I'll let you tell it. I'll let you tell it, man.
I don't know. I don't even know what to say anymore about him. I'm just confused at what the fuck is going. Like, knock knock. Is anybody in there? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. I don't really like. I feel like I've said everything on the previous.
Truth be told,
episode when we fought about it.
Yeah, truth be told, if I could, we both could have came in here and was like, you know what? Are black people going to accept Kanye again? We could have just disregarded the whole truth and was like, fuck it, let's spin the narrative like this.
We could have, but no, I don't know. I think it's just like,
fuck it, let's go. Are black people going to accept Kanye West again?
I feel like a lot of black people that I know have cut him off altogether and decided no.
No.
Yeah.
But
I know you would. You still claim him. I know.
I'm objective, to be honest with you. I'm very objective. I it's not like I lean towards the side. I lean towards the truth, and then I base my opinion on that. So Kanye, in the truth, Kanye hasn't done anything absurdly offensive to me as a black person to go like, I'm not fucking with you no more. There's been other black people that have done some crazy offensive shit, and I'm like, I'm not really fucking with you.
Yeah. Like, example.
Willie D. He's part of the Ghetto Boys.
Okay.
And apparently, I saw the headline, and that's all I really saw. I didn't click on it because I read that. I was like, I'm not really interested even to click on why he did that shit. But the headline read, Willie D makes this song, and the caption says, I don't care if your mama's dead, you gonna be laying right beside her type of shit. It was real corny. I didn't get it. Why would you disrespect a man who hasn't done anything to you? And hasn't done anything to you, that's one. Hasn't really done anything offensive.
Okay.
And where's this coming from? Just because you don't like the man's political views, you shouldn't really take offense
to that. He made this song for Kanye. You totally lost me. I'm really fucking tired. Sorry.
All right.
No, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so Willie D made a diss song because of basically Kanye West political views. And when we get to that stage where people are starting to disrespect you for political views, it's like, come on, bro. I mean, before you say anything, I remember someone saying that you don't talk about religion, you don't talk about politics when you have a date with someone, because those are two things that
people really argue about.
Yeah.
That is kind of low though for him to say that. I guess. Well, I mean, obviously people have their opinions, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to this kind of stuff, I feel like at the end of the day, what fixes or attempts to make it better is education, not like, fuck you, I'm cutting you off forever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like when you educate somebody, if they're willing to listen, and I feel like Kanye is very willing to listen. When you educate, that's when it becomes better. But when you start saying shit like, when you die, you're gonna be laying next to your mom anyways. And like, obviously everybody knows.
Don't take what I said was out of context. I was trying to piece things. He said something about, I don't care about his mom being dead.
But the fact that like everybody knows Kanye took his mother's death very hard, as any normal human being would. I don't know. That shit's kind of low.
While I was in the shower, right, I came up with this conspiracy. Well, this theory.
Okay.
A lot of people say that Kanye West was still suffering from the loss of his mother. That's why he was doing all these erratic things.
Mm-hmm.
I came to the point I was like, you know what? Maybe his mom kind of contributed to him already spitting down the spiral. Because what if his car accident gave him enough trauma where he started to reflect a lot about himself? Because if you realize, Kanye never smiled with his bottom teeth showing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Until recently.
Kanye is very narcissistic. He really loves himself, as he should. Everyone should. I'm just saying, what if that car accident was so traumatizing to him and his ego to where he started to do certain things to make him feel different and get people's attention away from his physical features, because he didn't feel confident enough in his mouth. That's why you have to overcompensate with other things.
I feel like, to be honest with you,
bottom teeth, bro.
Yeah, I know. I feel like, to be honest with you, he got his confidence when he married Kim, and that's when he started smiling with his bottom teeth.
Because he got them done with diamonds and all of that.
And he was in love with Kim for like 10 years. I remember, because I don't know if, I think I've said it before. I religiously watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Yeah, what's it called?
KUTWK.
Okay.
Something like that. I don't know. Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I watch it literally religiously.
Okay.
I remember, like, in the early episodes, like, and stuff, when Kanye, like, met her for the first time, and like she went for a handshake and like he went for a hug, and then it was just super awkward, and like he was talking about how he was literally like obsessed with her for like 10 years. He used to jack off to her sex tape, which is a little weird, but he openly talks about that too.
Didn't have a solo scene in that
one. But yeah, so I feel like his confidence, like, because that's when I noticed him starting to smile more.
Yeah.
Because they got married, 5 years ago? Something like that? Yeah, something like that. Okay. And so that's when I feel like his confidence came with marrying the girl of his literal dreams. Like, that was literally who he wanted his whole entire 10 years. Like,
saying that woman is what brought Kanye's confidence up and self-esteem
possibly,
up.
Yes.
Okay.
I can see that.
You know what?
People have that effect on people.
A lot. What I always say on this thing, I never disrespected Kim Kardashian, because you know what? I think she's a real queen. Okay. Why I say that is because she holds down Kanye in a way that she's focused. You know what? Let me just say, Kim Kardashian is focused, and I want me a chick that's focused, just like Kim Kardashian and Brittany Renner. You know what I mean? Brittany Renner is focused. Like, if you read the book, she's focused. I need me a bitch that's focused. I don't mean to just say. I use that in jest.
Yes. Okay.
I use that in jest. I need me a bitch that is focused on me and focused on playing. I'm not saying women have a role, but playing her slot that is going to assist me at life. You know what I mean? And that's what Kim Kardashian does very well. I remember watching reading an article where she said, what she said? She said that marrying Kanye took away her independence, but that was just the headline. But what she said was, because having a mother, and being married, it just consumed a lot of my time. So, and being married to a man like Kanye, where he's very involved with me, it takes away from my independence to do things self-sufficiently. So Kanye is just a giving man, and he's just a man. He's a man. He's doing what a man's supposed to do inside a relationship. So she felt like, since she got married, her independence got taken away. But she also said that, I never say nothing disrespectful, or I never question what he has to do publicly, but I do check him inside the house, and that's what the type of chick I need. Yeah. Don't. Because
I feel like if you really love somebody, why would you disrespect them in public about you would never make somebody that you love look stupid as fuck in front of a group of people. You're gonna stand there and you're gonna want to support them, obviously, so they don't look dumb. Listen, if I have a boyfriend and I say some stupid shit like pass me the apple when it's a banana, and everyone's looking at me and making jokes and shit, my boyfriend better stand there and be like, fuck you mean, pass her the fucking apple. Like, that's not a banana. And then when we go home, be like, you're actually stupid, that was a fucking banana. Like,
see, the thing
you know what I mean? That's what you need.
And that's why I was like, yo, Kim, every time these little article comes out of Kim talking, I realize that she's a real ass bitch, man. I don't mean to say that disrespectfully. She's a real.
You don't gotta tell that.
She real. She real. And one day I would like to have like a 5-minute conversation with Kim. On some like, yo, I respect you as the head of the household, as the woman, inside the relationship. I just respect your whole business acumen and whatever you got going on, and that's all I want. 5 minutes to say, yo, I appreciate everything you've done. I just keep focus on.
We'll get there one day. We will have Kim on this podcast.
And Brittany Renner, I wouldn't mind wifing up Brittany Renner as well. I'm gonna say that.
I thought Tinashe was gonna be.
Well, yeah. Tinashe is my dream girl. So is LMA and Chantel Jeffries.
Okay.
But if I ever got the chance to have like a cool little date with Brittany and she was feeling me and I was feeling her type shit, I would put a ring on that finger. And I'm not talking about marriage. I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I'll lock her down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would lock down Brittany because she's focused. Besides all the crazy shit on Instagram, I don't know if she really like that like in real life.
What do you mean what is she focused on? Getting dick?
Stop it. Don't disrespect her.
No, I'm being dead ass.
No, she's like when I say she's focused on her man, on positive, on bringing him up, on indulging in conversation and all the minute and small things to help, not to coddle a man, but to uplift. You know, she does that. She's focused. I like that.
Yes, but you do realize it takes two in those situations. Yeah. That can't be like an 80-20, where one person is constantly uplifting and the other is just taking it. Thank you, like shower me with this uplift and whatever. Like you got to send that same energy back. Mm-hmm. You can't just talk about you on wipe these bitches and then you're gonna be sitting there like, yeah, give me all those compliments.
Nah, I'm not.
And then it goes down then, and then she's gonna get fucking tired.
Yeah.
Like she's gonna be like, nah, this isn't how it was supposed to work. Like,
man.
It becomes draining when it's a one way.
Yeah, yeah. See, the thing is, this is what men do, right? Men are supposed to fill up the women, while the women are supposed to
uplift. I feel like everyone should
not uplift. It's supposed to be a cycle because the man penetrates the woman and he kind of like takes away the sexuality from her, and in turns he's getting filled up with her sexual energy. But since that she's being left, the man has to repurpose that energy back into her. You get like a yin yang chang, like the recycling thing. It's like, yes, since when I have sex with you, I'm taking away your energy and I'm putting it into mine, but now I got to refill you back up again so you feel rejuvenated.
So just keep having sex.
No. See, like I said, sex takes away from the woman. So that means sex is a physical thing that takes away from the woman. Okay. Although it brings them closer, it takes away from the woman. So a man has to, implant the emotional, the emotional energy to fill her back up again.
Okay, that's a little too deep for me. I don't really like that analogy.
It
sounds a little like it sounds like if I'm in a relationship like that, I'm gonna be sad.
No, you gotta. No, it sounds like a team, right?
No, it actually doesn't.
Yes, it does. It does. It sounds like a team because when a man has sex, right, I'm taking stuff from you, right?
Yeah.
So I gotta put more into like with love and emotion.
But it feels like now it just feels like you're giving me this love and emotion because you're fucking me.
No. I'm just saying most guys.
I don't like this analogy.
I know. It's fire. Stop it. When people are listening, they're going like, "Yo, that analogy is fire."
Nah.
Yeah, that's fire. So, all right, we went from Kanye to talking about energies and shit.
I don't really care about this next topic.
You don't care about Orlando?
Nah.
All right, man. Let me just say that one quick. Yo, so get that man some help.
Yeah, like what are we supposed to say about that?
All right, let's talk about Nicki Minaj, Ra Ali,
Cardi B,
Hennessy.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think?
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, if for real. Honestly, what the fuck? Like, the New York Fashion Week happened in like August, September. Yeah, happened in September. Nicki went on Queen Radio, exposed whole Cardi B's whole thing.
Yeah,
it was quiet after that. And then out of nowhere, I guess not out of nowhere, Hennessy was
dissing Ra Ali because Ra Ali allegedly, I can't remember what the post was, but Ra Ali apparently said something that set Hennessy off, or she was doing something, making comments about Cardi or something. And obviously, Hennessy and Cardi, they're sisters. They stick up for each other.
Hennessy's a wild
name. Listen, if my
though.
Sisters are fucking listening, y'all better stick up for me like that too.
But what do you think about the name Hennessy before we go further?
That's not her government name, is it?
It's her government name.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, what do you think about that name as a government name?
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
I would not name my child that. Never.
No, all right.
The only thing, I have a lot of baby names racked up.
Yeah.
But one that people really think is ugly that I actually really love. If I have a girl, I wanted to name her Cordelia. Sorry.
Yeah, you better hold that.
And Corey for a nickname. Corey with an I. I feel like that's so cute. Cordelia, and then Corey with an I for her nickname. Because no one will call her Cordelia. Everyone will just call her Corey with an I. I really like that.
Just call her Cornelius, man.
No!
Just call her Cornelius.
People think of King Lear, but honestly, I got the name from that Selena Gomez movie, Monte Carlo. But yeah, anyways, that was off topic. But Hennessy is a government name? Nah. Nope.
For real?
Nope.
Yeah, you know
you might as well name the other one backwards. Like, the fuck?
Come on, that's disrespectful. But you know Cardi B's real name is Buckalese, right?
Yeah, Bellacalis Alamanzar or something. But isn't that more of a...
I thought it was Buckalese.
No, was that
Oh, shit, I fucked that up. I thought it was Buckalese. Oh, it's Buckalese Amalur,
Stupid.
Oh, man.
You really thought Cardi's name was Buckalese.
No, not Buckalese. Belcalese. Belcalese. Not Buckalese.
You said Buckalese.
Yeah, no, not Buckalese. Like Belcalese and Hennessy. Like it was like those are wild names.
Wait, what's Belcalese?
That's Cardi B's government name.
No, her name is. It's like Bella Callis. That's how it's pronounced.
No, let's Google that. All right, so as I Google it, what's your thoughts about this whole thing?
So obviously this came back because of Hennessy and Raleigh. I think it's really like. Sorry, we're randomly getting a bunch of followers on our Educated and Reckless page.
Are we serious?
Yeah. So.
Yo, shit, we are.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just like, well, it all came back, and then obviously Cardi started spilling. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but in the first argument, like there wasn't really much, truth that came out about anything. It was more so just Cardi just put her statement out about like don't talk about my kid and stuff, and that was it. But then now it's like, hey Nikki, if you want to play, let's play. And then she started exposing a whole bunch of shit, and she had receipts from her phone and stuff like that, and all this other stuff. And honestly, like when it was all going down, I was like, oh my god. And I guess the new thing, what?
It's Belcalese Almanzar.
Yeah, but isn't that like a cultural name?
Like what? She's Dominican and Trinidadian.
Yeah, so isn't that like? I feel like that sounds like more of a cultural.
You think it's a Trini name or a Dominican name?
I don't know.
Yeah, it could be both.
It could.
It could be both.
But like Hennessy's not a cultural name. It's a fucking liquor. Anyways, I guess the new thing they brought to this beef was the funny part about it is they literally have these fashion brands out here beefing with them. Like fucking Steve Madden, Bill Wackerman from Wilhelmina Models, which is like one of the biggest modeling companies. Yeah. Diesel, Fashion Nova. I mean, mind you, Fashion Nova didn't really step into much, but yeah, they all like. I thought that was really funny that this is how like the beef is going down now.
Yeah.
And then one thing Nikki said in Queen Radio, she was like, she had the footage from the fight. Then she said after that, she'll pay for someone for footage. Yeah. And then she went on Twitter to clarify by saying she meant she wants the footage from the venue. She'll pay for the footage from the venue, which I think is bullshit. I think she realized, because she tweeted that out hours later after Cardi had called her out for it and everyone else. And I think the threats that were sent to Cardi were excessive as fuck. And Cardi had every right talking about, we have your address. Because you never know with celebrities, if that shit gets leaked, it can be dangerous. Mm-hmm. Like, look at, like, Kendall Jenner, for example, had, like, creepy stalkers all the time around her and stuff. Like, that shit can be dangerous. So Cardi got a text saying, like, you know, we have your address and shit. We're coming for you and culture and blah, blah, blah. And, like, when you come after somebody's kid, that's fucked up. And let alone, like, my safety, my family's safety. Yeah. I think that's really excessive. Also, what's it called? Mariah Lynn, is that her name? Mariah something. Mariah Lynn. I wanted to know, like, okay, because obviously this whole thing comes down to Cardi's fan base. I mean, sorry, Nicki's fan base is the one targeting Cardi. Mm-hmm. Okay. And you know, Cardi was saying all of a sudden my number got leaked when you and me had our beef. Mariah Lynn's number got leaked when you and me had beef. But Hennessy's number didn't get leaked. You know why? Because you don't have it. And someone else's phone number didn't get leaked because she didn't have it.
So Hennessy's number didn't get leaked because I swear Hennessy was saying that a whole bunch of texts. She posted something on her Instagram. Hennessy.
That was Cardi's.
That was Cardi's.
Yeah. So But so apparently also, because Mariah Lynn posted on Instagram after it all went down, and she said, let's not forget when they jumped my mom in the street after asking her if she was my mother to send a message to me to not come for, quote, the queen. Just because I don't publicize shit doesn't mean it's not happening.
I don't know.
So
that might be cap.
Apparently the Barb's, Nicki's fan base went and jumped this girl's mom, which if that happened is fucked up. But at this point, it's like, do we hold celebrities accountable for what their fan base does when it comes to attacking other celebrities and other people who don't rock with that celebrity? What do you think? Is it a celebrity's fault?
See, the thing is, this is what it is, right? You could get charged. What's that thing called when you become a cult leader type shit, or you start to orchestrate hits?
Okay.
If you're orchestrating hits, then yes, you could be responsible. But no. If you have a spat with someone, if you publicly make it known that you don't fuck with someone, and I can't stop other people I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't stop you if I don't know you, right?
Exactly.
If I say I don't fuck with you, and when I see you it's on site when I see you. Now if my fan base, my 15-year-old fan base, my 27-year-old fan base catch you slipping and say we gonna fuck you up on Nicki Minaj's behalf, but she didn't send us. It's like I can't stop that.
Yeah,
I didn't tell my people. I'm gonna send people after you. That's just their own will.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Also, though, when it comes to the whole Nicki thing, Cardi was saying that Nicki allegedly gave Cardi's number to specific fan pages to text Cardi all that stuff. So in that case, yes, I think Nicki's responsible. However, when it comes to the Barb's jumping Mariah Lynn's mom and stuff like that, I think when it comes down to that, she's not responsible. However, if this really did happen and stuff like this is really going down as what this fan base worships, I think you should be coming out and saying, you guys, I get it, I'm beefing with this person, but don't be doing shit like that. That's fucked up. Because I'm sorry, but when I become a celebrity, and I'm saying that because I know I'm gonna become a celebrity.
With me?
Yes.
We gonna do it together.
When we become celebrities, if I have a psycho fan base who's doing shit like that, I'm gonna call them out for it and be like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Our fan base would be intermingled.
Yes. Allegedly, I mean, again, I can't physically stop them, but I can put out that message to say, what are you guys doing? Stop. Like, that's not what I was trying to endorse, you know? I think that does need to happen when it comes down to this stuff. But yeah, I don't feel that.
What if I named this podcast The Footages?
The Footages? That would be good.
Yeah, The Footages.
It wouldn't make sense, but it would be good.
We got The Footages. Yo, why'd she say that? Yo, when you heard that, it was like, did you go like, is that
honestly,
word?
I didn't, because it's Cardi and I know that's how she talks. That's just who she is. Yeah. She's always mispronouncing shit. So I didn't, honestly.
The Footages is just like conversation.
I feel I feel like people were just laughing at it, but I'm like, yo, it really wasn't that funny to me. I get, I don't know. It's just Cardi.
You think I can live if I said Footages? I got the Footages.
Listen, first of all, you couldn't even say Candace Owens. All
right, so what?
And
what?
Last episode it was successful. It was successful.
Yeah, it was there. When I get in my bag,
I know it happens a lot.
It hurts. I'm trying to get it together, people.
You have been getting better. Last week's episode, I don't know what the fuck happened to you, but it was terrible.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it together, people. Just bear with me.
It's okay.
The footages is there. What do you want to talk about? Fuck that. I don't want to talk about it.
No, we don't have to talk about that.
All right.
Chris.
Oh, it's talk about Savage Sales.
Yes.
That's what they call him.
I always want to call him Salus, not Sales.
Yeah, it's called him Chris Savage Sales.
Okay.
So apparently, I'm on YouTube, right?
Okay.
I'm on YouTube. I follow, I'm gonna say follow, but I know about. Let me just say this. I watch DDG and Mega McQueen.
What's that?
Those are YouTubers.
Okay.
They have been making fun of Chris Sales on Instagram.
Okay.
Mega McQueen, he dressed up as Chris Sales for Halloween.
Oh, yeah, you sent me this, didn't you? Yeah.
And then he put out 2 videos that I know of so far.
Okay.
Of one I think I sent you, and then the other one he was in jail.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
I was like, yo, You guys have no fucking chill.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, they must have, Chris Sales and them must have some type of, I mean,
like YouTuber beef.
Yeah, because apparently during YouTube Con, what's that? Is it called YouTube Con or VidCon?
It's called, there's VidCon, there's Bufferfest, there's...
No, I'm talking in LA. Is it YouTube Con or VidCon?
I don't know what it's called. I think
so,
Vid.
One of the events, YouTube Con, or
we have Bufferfest in LA too.
Yeah, really? Mm-hmm. One of the YouTube conferences, Chris Sales had said that he's going to pull up and give DDG the hands, and as well as Mega McQueen the hands. Yeah. So Chris Sales never pulled up. I guess he was ducking the fade, and DDG was ready for him. Like, yo, when you come out here, bring your whole thing. We about to get it busy. Yeah, because YouTube Con was supposed to be this big thing of all these beasts that are supposed to happen. So that didn't happen. And I'm not quite sure. They never spoke to each other. It's really only stemming from the fact that Chris Sales made a what's the thing called, a hit or not, not a hit or not. Hot or not? Who you gonna fuck, or what is that thing that they
hot
do?
Or not list.
The smash or pass. My bad.
Okay.
That corny shit that YouTube do.
Yeah.
So Chris Sales made a YouTube video of like hot or not. What
smash or pass.
Smash or pass, right? Smash or Passion, he was doing it on DDG's girl. And he said he went in, he was going to give her them long strokes and shit like that. And DDG said, well, yo, fam, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then, shit escalated to where it is at right now. So that's why they're making fun of him. DDG put out the videos like, I'm locked up. Won't let me out.
He's holding like a fence.
Yeah, don't lock. I'm like, yo, see, the thing is, I don't know if I have it in my body to laugh on a person that went to jail. I don't know if that's in me. I'm more so of a person that's like, if he went to jail, go like, yeah, fuck him. Yeah. I'm not going to laugh or try to make him joke on it. I don't know if I have that type of spirit in me. Okay. But I'm strong enough to go like, yo, if you in jail, man, fuck you. Fuck it. I don't care. Yeah. If I don't care about you. But I don't know if I laugh on you. I didn't laugh at Suge Knight. I didn't laugh when you went to jail.
Okay. Shit. How old were you when he went to? Oh, like a recent.
Yeah, I was like today years old.
Never mind. I was thinking of something else.
I was today years old. All right, so let's get back to the thing. All right, I went off a track. I was talking about the whole why he's being made fun of on Instagram. So the real story here is that Chris Sales, he attacked his girlfriend Parker McKenna, and I think we spoke about this a
while ago, a couple weeks ago.
But there was no
evidence.
No evidence. There was no police report,
and she didn't say that he beat her up or anything. Yeah,
there was just leaked photos.
Yes.
And so now things, the wheels went up, and we hear that dude's in jail off of the domestic violence. What the fuck, man?
Domestic violence.
I'm gonna say, what's it called? DV? I'm gonna say DV. He got arrested. He got charged for DV, right? Okay. Do you read the document saying that she choked her?
He choked her and he hit her head or something on the ground.
Yeah, they went from inside to outside to back inside.
Yeah.
And reading that objectively is like, so he was beating your ass inside. He was beating your ass outside. Then he brought you back in to beat your ass inside. I watched Don't Breathe. I'm like, Don't Breathe wasn't no like abusive relationship type shit, but like he drug, like that means
he could have. He's a big guy, Chris Sales.
Yeah, he's skinny though.
But he's huge.
Then again, Parker is kind of
exactly. Well. She's small. Yeah. I think it's possible.
You think so? But possible. She said she was running for her life.
So maybe she ran and she couldn't get far enough.
But
maybe she tripped. Maybe he tackled her or something.
He said he had banged her head on the cement outside.
Yeah. That's really fucked up. So maybe he tackled her and that's how he did that. He probably think about it. She's running outside. He's coming from behind. He tackles you to the ground, grabs you from your hair and smacks your head to the ground, pulls you back up, carries you back inside from your hair.
They live in a suburban area.
Okay, yeah.
You think that you think and then, you can really get that out?
How do you think all of a sudden this alleged theory came out? I'm sure the neighbors found out about it, started talking about it.
But no photos leaked.
Yeah.
Neighbors not going to leak photos or the information. So if the neighbors found out about it, it would be more so of a neighborhood type of discussion between neighbors.
And maybe those neighbors are popping on Twitter. Who knows? And that's how it all happened. Listen, you guys already know. I believe everything.
Nina out here believing everybody. So she's gonna believe everybody. All right, so he got arrested. We're like, oh shit, shit's moving. Then he comes out. He makes bail. He's free again. Was like, oh shit, he's free. He goes back in.
off of another charge.
Yeah, because he revoked it, and then he's back out again.
Yeah,
he's in Detroit. I'm like, all right, he got out of Houston, so they can't just reprimand him again. So
yeah. He also said he posted something. I think it was him or his friend who posted something.
He's like, I deny everything. I didn't do nothing to that woman.
And then he's like, but let's not talk. But we never talk about what you did to baby CJ.
Yeah, now that is.
Is that his baby with Queen Naija?
Yes.
Okay. It is. But do you think she really did anything? Because Queen Naija, when this all went down initially, Queen Naija was the one who replied to Parker McKenna telling her to live her truth and stuff.
Yeah.
So do you really think that she did anything to that little kid?
Bruh, to be honest, I don't know anything.
I think if anything,
hold on. You should believe. You believe everything. You got.
No, but I think
no. Stop. There's no objective here.
No, but in this case, because of him being caught red-handed doing this, because Queen Naija has also subliminally said that he used to do this to her too.
Yeah.
So I think him being caught red-handed with it, and maybe there was a point where she grabbed little CJ by his arms really tight or something when he was acting up and was like, "Stop!" Maybe that's what she did. Okay, maybe
come on.
Maybe.
Now
I'm saying maybe. But then, and that's probably why Chris is trying to throw this in her face and make it seem bad, and that's why he got nothing to say about it. Because think about it, if this really went down, don't you think he would have opened up about it a long time ago? That's your kid.
No. I think you. All right. I'm gonna say this. If I have a child with you, Nina, right? Actually, no, let me just not even go there.
I never use you as an example when it comes to sexual stuff. Pick somebody else.
All right. So, Nina, check out my girlfriend over here, right?
Okay.
My girlfriend is my new girlfriend, and my chick from over here on the left side of me, that's the girl I have the kid with, right?
Can you just use names? So, Sally and Sarah.
All right, so Sally is my baby mom's, and Sarah is my new girlfriend.
Okay.
And Sarah, she wanted to reprimand my little child.
Yes.
Junior P.
Okay.
And I'm not going to necessarily go out and go like, yo, Shorty was trying to discipline my kid and make her. Nah, you know what you do? You deal with it inside the house, because if it happens inside the house, it will be fixed what's inside the house. Like, you know what? I'm his father.
Yeah, don't discipline.
Don't discipline. We have me and we have the mother. If there's any issues that my child is doing, I'll take care of it. If I'm unable to take care of it, most definitely my baby moms will take care of it. But we're not gonna have that issue be handed on to you. Although in a lot of relationships where there is a mixed family, and one man is becoming the father to one child that's not his and another child that is from both places, you start to look at it as a disciplinary. But I guess in a situation where it is like, you just my shorty, like it's nothing serious, we could even break up by tomorrow, please don't put your hands on my kid.
Yeah.
So if another man is saying, because Chris didn't say that, if another man is saying, yo, we're not even gonna talk about what you did to baby CJ, there's nothing I could do about that.
I don't know. And also after this went down, she was like posting on Snapchat or something. She was listening to Queen Naija's song Medicine.
Yeah.
And she was like posting that on Snapchat and stuff.
Yo, see the thing? Yo, bro, people don't know how to play the fucking victim. They be too petty, dog. Like, I
don't think she's playing a victim. She is a victim.
Yo, see, no.
She's not playing a victim. She is.
Rather if they're the victim or you gotta play, if you're the victim, you still gotta play victim, because you can't do some petty shit like that, bro. What are you doing? Like, don't get that off. Don't be like, oh, fuck this guy. I'm gonna listen to Queen Naija on Snapchat, knowing that's gonna go viral. Maybe they became
friends or something now too. They probably did become friends after it initially went down.
Eskimo sisters?
I mean, I wouldn't really call it Eskimo sisters, just because the reason they became friends was the fact that they both got abused by this guy. Not because they were fucking him, because they weren't friends before when they were both fucking him.
They were fucking.
It wasn't until Parker got into the same situations that Queen Naija did that they sort of built this sort of alleged friendship.
Yep. And by the way, I'm not defending Chris or nothing. I'm objective here. I'm very new.
Yes.
What's that thing? Neutral. I'm very new.
Were you gonna say New York?
No. I said nucleus. I was about to say nucleus.
What?
I was about to say nucleus.
Yo, this Thursday thing got us both thrown the fuck off.
Yeah, this Thursday is not really. See, we're going through a lot of topics. We're only like an hour and 13 minutes in. We're doing some.
We still have good 20 minutes.
Yeah, we're doing some good. We're making some good traction.
Okay.
All right.
So let's
anything
go to the
else?
next one.
Yeah. Oh, actually, there's a question I put there. You think all this abusive shit is gonna help his
No, I think it's gonna bring it down.
You think so?
Bad always sticks out more.
I mean, I'm sorry for saying it, but it helped for XXXTentacion.
It did, but then again, XXXTentacion already had that sort of traction, kind of. Mm-hmm. Chris, I feel like, doesn't have as big of a traction as X had, and X's fan base was young. These young kids nowadays, like people around like my sister's age, even like
Chris
18,
is like 20,
17.
21.
No, I know, but these younger kids, like they really like that like screamo rap shit, like that weird rap shit. Chris doesn't make that kind of music, does he?
Nah, he's making that melodic stuff.
Yeah, so I feel like it's not gonna help his career because his fan base is gonna be, if anything, kids more so my age and your age and his age, not the young high school kids who want to listen to fucking Tekashi and X and Killy and all that shit. Yeah. So.
Oh, you know there's a running joke about Chris Sales. They call him Squeaker.
Why?
Because of his voice.
Oh, I never listened to his music. I never watched his videos.
You never heard him talk before?
No.
Yeah, he has a very high-pitched voice, and he always coughs.
Does he actually? I thought he was hot, but like after all this abusive shit, it kind of got it turned
off. All right, let's keep it pushing.
But I mean, I think Chris Brown's hot as fuck.
All right.
But he changed. That's
Chris Brown changed. Right. Yeah. I mean, there's change in everybody.
Yes,
everyone is capable of change. So, do you watch this Jada Pinkett and
I didn't watch because I clicked the link, but then I saw it was a half an hour episode or something, and I was like, I didn't have time to watch it.
You would have enjoyed it, I'll be honest with you. You watching all that motherfucking Are You the One on your laptop, and that's just like an hour.
Somebody tell Apollo to start watching Are You the One so we can talk about it.
Nah, man, you watching all the one Are You the One on the thing, talking about no real substance, people your age.
I'm gonna be on Are You the One, you guys.
Man, you're not gonna be on that. You're not gonna be on that show on my watch.
I'm gonna win money and love.
No, we're not going to do none of that. You won't get the clout and you won't get the money.
I'll help bring up our podcast with it.
You're going to be gone for several months. Fuck
2 months. It's only like a month and a half.
And you're going to come back and go like, I'm sorry, guys, it was postponed. Nah, fuck that.
You can come. I'll get you access to the premises so we can record there.
Nah, man, we're not going to do that.
But no, I didn't watch it. So can you explain? I saw a clip on Twitter, but I didn't watch the clip either. I just scrolled past it.
All right, so great. It was a great fucking episode.
Okay.
Great fucking episode because Red Table Talk is with Jada Pinkett, her mom, and her daughter Willow.
Willow, yeah.
Her mom is, for a woman, I think she's in her late 60s.
She looks very young. She has a six pack like nobody's business.
Yeah, she looks like she's in her late 60s.
I'm not even at the six pack.
And her mom is black don't crack like a motherfucker. And I'm looking at Jada. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
I need me a chick like that. Focused.
Yeah.
Focused.
Here we go with the focus.
Focused. All right, so this is having a session where Will and Jada open up about their relationship and how they first got started. But what I really found it interesting, I watched part 1 and part 2 because I enjoyed the conversation that they had so much. What I found interesting is that at one point in time when they started first dating, Will and Jada were inside a party full of 20 or so people.
Okay.
Will had his son Trey, which he had by a different baby mother. Mm-hmm. He had a son Trey on his lap, and Jada told Will Smith to shut the fuck up in front of his son. And then Will Smith hit her over the head with a newspaper and told her to come to the back. And he said, like, I grew up in a family where I saw abuse in my household, so I'm not going to allow that in my relationship. Mm-hmm. If you can't do that, then it's over. He was willing to throw the whole relationship away over disrespect. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, oh, this is pretty interesting. And I was like, all right, my thing I wanted to ask, this is like, all right, we're going to get into our relationship bag right now. Would you tolerate disrespect inside your relationship? Like, would you tolerate that?
No. However, I know myself, mm-hmm. and I know when I get mad, I can be very verbally, like I can be mean.
Oh, and then also they said that they weren't going to yell and spat at each other. They were going to talk they're going to talk respectfully to each other, and if they're not ready to talk respectfully for each other, they would use words like, I'm not very loving right now, but let me leave and come back so I can be loving and talk to you the way that you deserve it. And
that's what I feel like I feel like at the end of the day, if you're in a relationship, it all comes down to balance.
Yeah.
And knowing you as a person and the other person. I told you this story once about because I know myself. I know I get very heated and very angry when I am angry. And so like I'm the kind of person obviously who needs someone who's a little more chill, whatever. There was a time when I was fighting with this guy, whatever, and I cut the phone on him because I was really pissed off, and I just like I wasn't having it.
Super disrespectful.
And then he was texting me back, and he's like, "How dare you cut the phone on me when I'm making time out of my day to talk to you when you know damn well I had a busy fucking day and like all this shit, whatever." And then I was just so mad. I was like, you know what? The ball's in your court. Do what you want. And he said, the ball's in nobody's court, Nina. Go to bed. And like, that's the kind of person I know I need to diffuse a situation like that, you know? And then my thing is like, yeah, like I addressed it the next day and I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I know I was mad, whatever. And like, that wasn't okay. I don't like disrespect. There was also another scenario one time. I remember this guy I was talking to. We were trying to make plans. Yeah. And it just, for some reason, see, now this is opposite. I was the one being disrespected. Yeah. And the plans weren't like, it wasn't happening. He said he like, it was some fuck shit. This guy was like a real fuck boy. And he initially made plans with me. And then he's talking about, I want to go to the club instead, whatever. And I'm like, that's fucked up. I'm like, so something better comes up and now all of a sudden that's what you want to go do. And then eventually I was just like, yo, I literally made all my appointments around the fact that you and I were supposed to have plans at this time during that day. And then eventually like he was like, hey, what time do you want to go, whatever. And then I was just explaining to him the fact that, you know, like I went out of my way to make sure that my night was cleared for you. And now all of a sudden something better comes up and that's what you want to do. That's fucked up. Like I don't even want to go with you anymore. And he just kept repeating, what time do you want to go? What time do you want to go? And then he just snapped. He's like, pick a fucking time, shut up, and let's go. And I was like, yo.
That's verbal disrespect.
Right? And I was like, excuse me. Like, so I, like, and this was all over text. And, like, he sent that all in caps. And I was like, you are not talking to the right person right now.
Put effort into that one.
So I replied with a time. And then I also followed up and said, I know you were mad, but I don't appreciate the way that you're talking to me right now, and that's not okay with me. Please don't ever curse at me again.
Would you end the whole relationship like that? Like off?
If it's a continual habit, yes, because you're obviously you don't appreciate me enough to understand that is straight up disrespectful. I
think Will only took one time. He was like, yo, I'll end it right here if you just don't get your act together.
See, I'm because again, I believe people can change. Yeah. And after that, granted, me and that guy had other issues that it just couldn't. He was a straight up fuckboy, but it just couldn't work out. You know, for me, yeah, like after that, he didn't curse at me again. Because that's the thing. When I'm getting disrespected like that, I'm not going to come back at you disrespectfully. I'm going to come at you calmly and just say, hey, don't fucking, like, no, I'm not going to say don't fucking talk to me like that. I'm going to say don't talk to me like that because that's not okay with me. I don't like being cursed at or anything like that. Because mind you, when I get mad, I'm usually not cursing. If I'm really mad, then I'll be cursing. And sure, you can come at me too and say the same thing that's not okay. But I think settling that issue, kind of like how Kim was saying she does with Kanye, like in the home. I think that's when it comes in.
Well, technically, I don't know how they address problems. I don't know if they yell at each other, Kim or Kanye. I don't know, but I know that they said it took them 20 years to even use curse words and profanity in front of each other, and that be okay and funny. It took them that long because they're just so on course of just talking to each other calmly and respectfully, and
cordially,
and that's how. And then he said when Jada turned 40. That was the first time Willow ever saw her dad raise his voice in front of her mom. First time. And she was like, make it better. She was like, make it better. I don't know what's going on. And that's a shock.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like, imagine that. Willow just turned 18, so I don't know whenever Jada turned 40. But when Jada turned 40, Willow was enough, double digits probably, to go like, yo, I've lived a lot of my life and never seen my mom or father raise their voice at each other.
Yeah.
You know, because they're so on top of it. But I say that to say this. Verbal disrespect, I feel like a lot of people do tolerate it. People might be listening and go like, say, I don't tolerate disrespect and that. Motherfucker, stop lying.
Yeah.
A lot of people have wives and, not wives, but a lot of people have baby mothers and wives where they get verbally disrespected inside the home and go like, all right, honey, let me just deal. You know what I mean? They take it and they just go downstairs to play their PS4 and type shit, and they leave the situation.
Yeah.
Not every man is gonna go like, yo, don't ever disrespect me type shit. All right, I'm gonna say that there's been situations where I'm a 3-strike type of person. You know, And as I'm moving further, I'm starting to realize that I'm not even the 3 types.
I think you should be 2 strikes.
Yeah, as I'm growing older, as you learn to accept less bullshit.
Yes.
And I've already experienced some. So it's like, I know what I deserve, and I've been in a relationship where I've had to be good, right? Mm-hmm. So when you start to do a whole bunch of disrespectful stuff, it's like, nah, I'm not. This is if this is what you want, then I'll just end the whole shit right there. I've ended a relationship like that many a times. It's like, yo, that's what you want? Yeah. Bomb, I'm done. I don't want to fuck with you. And then what happened? They come back and go like, you know what? I'm sorry. Da, da, da. Yeah. But like, I'm. That's all it is. It's like, I'll end that shit right there.
And I feel like with you, like, I feel like you, like, you're not the kind of person who gets easily, like, you don't easily get angry. Nah. Like, you don't have a temper.
I do have a temper, but the thing is, I'm good now. Yeah. I'm good. I remember the one time I knew I was bad in a relationship. It was right after I broke up with my girlfriend of 2 years. And the girlfriend the girl I ended up with ended up being my girlfriend. And I knew I was bad because I wasn't in the right place. And like I said, I came from something good where I can't even remember having that much arguments with my prior girlfriend. Yeah. Where we were just good. We have jokes with each other and it would be cordial. Not even cordial, but it would just be loving. Yeah. To come into this place where it's like I've been good. Now I'm with someone who who gets the relationship advice off of fucking Twitter, and it's like, all right, this is not even it. So it's like, and it started to just see certain patterns I didn't like, and then I happened to be there because I guess I had low self-esteem at the time and poor confidence, and I knew I shouldn't have been with her anyways. Yeah, but I feel
like it's kind of more so just like a rebound.
Yeah, it was rebound, and I felt like she was nice, and it was like, all right, maybe I should just be with. But fuck all of that. So I ended that shit. But like, next girl followed up. I was like, yo, I'm not taking none of that. You better talk to me nice. Or it's over. Like, I'm not going to tolerate that. You just, I'm gonna say this for lack of better words. You just another hoe I could fuck. You know, you're not contributing anything to the conversation.
Mentally or like, I think I end the whole shit. It also fuck, I lost my train of thought. Oh. Wait, I'm trying to retrack what you said to remember what I said. Oh yeah, words cut pretty deep.
They do.
I can't speak, like, obviously I've never been in any sort of domestic abuse situation, but like I feel like words stick with you more than physical scars.
They do.
So, you know, if you were to tell me, like, if you were to say something to me or disrespect me verbally, in the back of my mind, it's going to be like, obviously you don't hold me to the same, I guess, pedestal that I hold you at. Or like, you know how they say like every joke has a bit of truth in it and stuff, like you kind of start to think like that when it comes down to the words and stuff that you say. So I think like when it comes to verbal disrespect and stuff like that too, like I honestly think verbal disrespect, in my opinion, is worse than. I mean, physical disrespect is bad, yes. But verbal's a mental thing. Yeah. And physical is obviously a physical thing. Yeah.
Verbal sticks around with you. I happened with Brittany Renner when I was reading her book. Her first boyfriend had said some verbally disrespectful things. Yeah. Talking about her body, type of body shaming her and things like that. Yeah. Talking about diets and stuff like that. That's how a lot of things really stuck with her. And there are a lot of triggers. So when a guy would say something like that, it would trigger her. Yeah. And yes, I said verbal disrespect is probably bad because with me, I know how to cut you. I know how to cut you down. Mm-hmm. I mean, I could cut you down, but I won't even.
I could chew you up and spit you out if I wanted to.
Yeah. And so the thing is, I know my power. I know that if I go there, I'll stand 10 toes down and bear the consequences that come after. Mm-hmm. I'll do that. But I know that if we want this to be successful, we gotta talk to each other nice.
Exactly. That's the thing. That's the other thing is when it comes down to these disagreements and these arguments, I know myself, I cannot be with somebody who cannot openly communicate about it the next day without starting another argument. Yeah. Even when I know I'm in the wrong, there's been plenty of times where I know I've been in the wrong during a fight. I've given it a couple hours, called the guy back and been like, hey, listen, I just want to talk about what happened. I'm sorry. I hope you see maybe my side of things and why I was upset. Let him explain his side calmly, and it's over. It's done with. We move on. Yeah. I can't be with somebody who I'm gonna call and address I can't be with someone, number one, who can't address the argument after it happened and just brushes it off as if nothing happened. Because when you're brushing shit off as if nothing happened, it's gonna get brought up later on in another argument, and then you're gonna say, why are you bringing up shit from the past? Well, because we never addressed it in the first place. Okay. That's the number one thing. Number two is I can't be with someone who can't address an argument after it's happened in a calm manner. That's another important thing, because no matter how mad I get, I'll still address it later on in a very calm manner. Yeah. Communication is a very important thing, and I think it's very important to be open. That's
what I learned from the little talk that they had. I was like, yo, their communication skills are on like a very progressive level as to why they've been together for so long, and they're able to, and plus they really love each other. Yeah. The way I saw Jada look at Will when he was talking, I saw the fire and steaminess in her eyes. I'm like, yo, that girl loves this man. Yeah. And that's what I want. Focused. I want my chick to be focused like that. And that's, what? I might name the thing as focused. I don't know. It might be footages or focused. I don't know.
Focus footages.
Focus or footages. I don't know. I'll figure out something. But yes, that's what I saw. So verbal disrespect is not tolerated in the home. And I also want to say, probably there are actually girls out there who actually try to poke at their man to see how far they can take it.
Yeah, I don't get that. I actually don't get girls who, like, you're literally, like, that's crazy. Why would you pick a fight for no reason? I don't understand.
Yeah. That's why I say, like, that having communication is very key. I'd rather tell a girl, is like, yo, I'm very upset right now. I'll come back when I'm level-headed so we can speak about that. Yeah. All right? Yeah. Wow. That's our little relationship spiel. You won't get that too often from us.
Ever again.
Yeah. There's not no relationship.
I have no more feelings to give. They're done.
Yeah. Fuck all of that. All right, so what other top? We got the white kids seeking to kill their classmates. These are some white kids. Yeah. All right, so a whole student. All right, no, fuck with that. Skin bleaching. Want to talk about that shit? I know it's prominent in India.
We could talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, you're up on the classes. What's caste system? What's it called? Caste system.
Caste system.
Yeah, you're up on the caste system, aren't you? Yeah, don't stop it.
I don't. No, I'm actually.
Stop it. Okay. You look white.
I'm not gonna finish the sentence. No, that's not. No,
isn't that the caste? Isn't the caste about color pigmentation?
No,
it's about wealth. Right?
It's about your like financial status. Yeah.
Oh, for real? It's not about pigmentation?
No.
All right, so fuck it then.
It's not.
Oh, my bad. Someone told me it's different ways. I thought you guys had little cake soap.
From what I know, it's about like who you're, like what your family's financial
so occupations and shit. So the caste system is a classes.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, so who told me it's about the whole colorism type shit?
I don't know.
All right,
maybe that's also in there. Who knows?
Is it?
I don't know.
All right, then.
I asked my dad, and he said it was not that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like you're not. Are you royalty over there?
No.
All right then.
I don't think so. Not as far as I know.
All right then. So I mean, I'm gonna just say this too thing. Hey, actually, you know what? I already care about skin bleaching. If you're gonna do some shit, fucking do it. I mean, if you feel that shit about yourself that you want to go skin bleach yourself, go do it. Cause the thing is. This is what it is. People say the same shit. If you don't like your body, you go enhance it, right? Yeah. If you don't like your skin pigmentation, go bleach the shit. I mean, I don't suggest to do it. It's not the smartest thing in the world to do it. But fuck, if you feel that low on yourself, maybe it's worth it. Maybe if you look in the mirror and you go like, you know what, I don't feel that great about my person. I'm gonna ask you this: is your life really worth it? You know what I mean? Is your life really worth it? And if it is, and you feel like it'd be more worthwhile if you had lighter skin. I'll be selfish enough to do that to yourself. All right, then.
People, yeah. The skin bleaching, though, I feel like it is different from cosmetic surgery.
Yeah, but yeah, man. If you look in the mirror and you get disappointed every time you look at you because you look too dark or you're not light enough to where you could be accepted, do this shit. But your hands are gonna look kind of weird. Yeah.
Do you want to address any of the other ones? I kind of sort of wanted to address is it wrong to hate your wife after she gets fat?
Oh yes, it is. It is.
Okay.
It is. I was gonna get this little Hillary Clinton off, but we already talked about enough politics here.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck that.
Let's just call it a day.
No, yeah.
You want to talk about this thing?
I want to talk. No, I want to talk about the wife.
Okay.
Oh, we're back in our relationship bag then.
Okay. So there is this thing on. there's this thing on Shade Room.
Yeah.
And basically, this guy went on there and he said that he's been married to his wife for 5 years.
Yeah.
And when they got married, she was 135 pounds and gorgeous. Since we got married, she's taken on this whole, he calls it an extra personality because she's gained more than 60 pounds.
That's respectful.
And so he said that, you know, he's told her that about his concern about the weight gain, suggests medical attention to see if there's a condition. He got a gym membership. He started buying groceries, started making food. Mm-hmm. Nothing worked. And she's complaining that he's withholding sex. However, he just doesn't see it because it doesn't stimulate him. And he can't be aroused by a woman that complains and makes excuses all days. He doesn't like the sight of those, quote, rolls and extra meat. He loves his wife, but he's not in love with what she's become. He doesn't like what he sees and what she's become, and he doesn't know what to do. Communication is not working. I can't make myself be attracted to something that's not pleasing to me. What do? I want to help her, but I don't know how. This is one of my biggest fears.
I respect that, man.
This is me personally one of my biggest fears.
He's a better man than me. I was like, Shawty, you done.
This is canceled. Like crazy because it's like, yo, for most women, okay, let's put it like, I know, for example, my mom was very skinny when her and my dad got married. Yeah. And she had me, she lost the weight. Then she had my sister, and she kept the weight because she had my other sister immediately after. My sisters are a year apart.
Shout out to your father.
So,
shout out to your father. Can't get enough.
Shut up. Ew, shut up. So that means that they had, all of 3 months before they got pregnant again. So, so they had that, and then my mom just ended up not losing the weight. And then it got worse. She had other health issues as well that make it worse. But yeah, so it's like, I know, like, that's my biggest fear, just because I know that my mom blew up after she had kids. I really hope that I don't blow up after I have kids. And like, I just,
I mean, the thing is, you blow up, but you gotta work it back down.
That's the thing. You have to, as a person, it has to be like, you could tell me all you want that, like, actually no, even if you did tell me I was fat and you thought I got ugly, like, then I'd want to lose the weight. Yeah, but like, I think it really,
sometimes the hard shit works.
Sometimes it does. It really comes down to determination, though, too. I know for myself, I'm a very determined person when it comes to workouts and stuff. I don't know. I'm like obsessive when it comes to working out. Mm-hmm. Like, there was a couple weeks ago when I almost blacked out at the gym that time. I still went back and finished my sets because I was like, I can't skip out on the rest of my workout. Like, I have to finish.
Okay. Respect that.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm like really weird like that. So I don't think that will ever happen to me. But I think, like, this is crazy because, and I see it in my house all the time with my mom and dad. Like, my dad is an evil, like, yo, if I was my mom, I would have clocked my dad over the head with a cooking pan like more than 50 times by now, because he constantly makes jokes about her being fat and overweight and stuff. I remember one time I shouldn't be laughing, but they were arguing at the dinner table about who had it worse growing up as a child and who got more food, like whose family was more fortunate to get more food and stuff. And they were arguing about it. And then my dad goes, well, if that's true and you didn't have that much food, then why are you so big? And he stopped and he goes, healthy. And I literally spat my drink out onto my plate because I knew the man was going to say big and fat. Yeah. That's what he was going to say.
But he turned it around and said healthy.
My mom just looked at him.
It was like, I'm healthy, am I?
I finished her food. I kid you not, my Coke came out of my nose. Like, it was so bad. I felt terrible for my mom. I told her, I said, Mom, why don't you just slap him? Like, because my dad constantly does that shit. And like, that's not okay. Like,
yeah, my mom wants the whole thing back.
Like, that's really not okay. I think like it's one thing, because obviously this guy in this case came at her saying it could be a health thing. But I think him...
you know your wife well enough to know that's not no health thing.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, I think this would come... Like, she would probably change it when he left her. But I don't think it's right for him to...
Yo, why you girls always do that? Why you guys got to get your body back after...
body.
Yo, what the fuck? Like, oh, so you couldn't get the... I want to keep your body?
But that's the thing, because then it comes down to... I kind of see this, honestly, as it coming down to, like, a low level, because he... doesn't mind you, in this case, he's not saying he wants to leave her. He just wants to help her. He's not saying he's leaving her. But in cases like that, when the guy does leave and then the girl gets extra skinny and fit, and then he's like, oh, I want to come back with you, then it comes down to, you were really only physically attracted to me, not mentally.
Stop it.
Don't you think if my parents, with my dad making all these jokes, don't you think he would have left my mom by now? Like, obviously, they have a mental connection.
Stop.
Like,
Sometimes, see, the thing is, if we're together, right?
Yeah.
And you pack on the pounds, I'm gonna say, yo, shawty, what's going on here?
You're getting a little pudgy.
Yeah, you getting. Well, girls are, well, why you gotta say it like that? Yo, you looking kind of fat, right? You look like the midsection looking sloppy, like you're not taking care of yourself no more. I'm here in the gym. I'm keeping my physique the same way when you met me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you had a kid, but like, yo, the kid's only in you for 9 months. Yeah. Like, the other 9 months is you fucking up. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to get to the point where it's like, all right, so do you love yourself anymore? Maybe you're having PTSD, huh? Maybe you're having PTSD, huh? It's like you got the kid, and even if you don't have a kid, then I can't even claim a PTSD. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I like you. I like you. And no, I did not like you because I knew what I was getting myself into. That's why I liked you. Yeah. And that's why I'm with you. I didn't know you were gonna pull up and like, yo, I'm gonna eat these Wendy's 5 times a week, not work out, have a poor sleeping pattern, and do a whole bunch of bullshit, and then I'm gonna get this gut, and then I'm out. Why can't I can't love you because you don't love yourself, baby.
But I think if it's coming down to looks and you're leaving, I think that's wrong. If it's coming down to mentally, you're feeling like you're losing that connection, then
stop it.
Fine.
Every guy that you meet, you like them initially because of how they look.
You are right, and I'm a person who vouches for that. When people say it's shallow to not approach ugly people and talk to them, when the fuck would you ever approach someone you think is ugly to talk to them? Yeah. You're approaching an ugly person, maybe in a school project, and then accidentally, you only fall in love with ugly people on accident. Exactly. Like literally, only fall in love with ugly people on accident because you were never gonna approach someone who you think is ugly to hit them up and try to holler. Like that's not gonna happen.
Exactly. And so when my girlfriend, when I met, she was slim and slender and sleek and sexy, and we're together for 2 years, and now she's plump and bullshitted.
Yeah, but then it's like reverse. I'm falling in love with ugly people. Like you fell in love with her because she's hot, and then her mentally she was sick too. Like not sick in a bad way, sick in a good way. That was the wrong choice of words. Mentally she was dope too. So.
I mean, in 2006, you could get away with that. Sick was a good thing.
So mentally she's dope too, and then now she got fat, but you're like mentally you're dope too. But listen, this is also my other thing. If you want me to lose weight after a baby, you got to be willing to watch the baby when you get home from work so I can go to the gym then. If that's what you want.
It's teamwork.
It is teamwork. Like, mind you, obviously I can't be sitting there eating Wendy's 5 times a week like you said and shit like that. Like, that's not how it... I got to be on my game like I am now. Like,
what's up with yo, let's be honest. You know a lot of female friends that just... They don't give a fuck about their body. Like, what is up with that?
I always wondered, I literally always wondered how people just don't work out. Like, I feel nasty after I take a day off. Like, nasty. I cannot take a day off from the gym during the week. I can't.
What the fuck is up? Like, some of you girls look beautiful in the face, but the minute you take that shirt off, it's sloppy down there. Yeah. And it's like, and I'm not trying to, maybe I am.
But there's guys like that too.
Yes. But the thing is, yes, there's guys out there, and same goes to them. They look sloppy as hell. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, at what point are you gonna start caring about your body? Because it's mind, soul, and body and spirit. If you believe in all of that, I mean, you gotta take care of all 3 of them. That's the thing. Right. Yeah. If you're not reading, if you're not maintaining a certain type of intellectual knowledge, your mind's gonna falter. If you're not maintaining some type of eating regimen and working out and training the body, your body's gonna falter. If you're not praying and doing all this religious shit, your spirit's gonna falter. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you got to take care of yourself. And when and see, the thing is, this is why I can't be with no girl seriously if her body's just if I take off the shirt and I'm like, yo, you got roll, shawty, like, I can't take you serious. You know why I can't take you serious? Because your body is a temple, right? And how you treat your temple is how you treat your bathroom. Disgusting.
Yeah, but mind you, at the same time, like, I'm not the kind of girl who wants a guy who's a 10 out of 10. You know why? Why? Because I feel like if I'm with a 10 out of 10, I'm forced to keep up with that standard too. If I'm with someone who's like a 7 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10. You're dating the range. I know I can maintain a 6 out. I know I've been talking about how I'm going to get this 6-pack and shit. Yeah. I'm at a solid 4. I don't know if I'm going to get to 6 because those lower 2 ones are hard as fuck.
aspirational.
It's hard as fuck. It is aspirational. It's hard as fuck. I'm at 4. That's fine with me. I don't need to be with a guy who has a 6-pack. I could be with a guy who has a 2-pack or a 4-pack, and that's fine with me. You know why? Because I know that's a level I can maintain. Mm-hmm. If I know we're on the same level, and that's fine with me, like, I don't know. I never want to be with a guy who's a perfect 10 out of 10. That's scary to me. I don't like perfect.
I think in my case, I think the perfect girls are majority of the time are kind of airheads.
Yeah.
But the ones that are not airheads, the ones that actually have a brain on top of their body, I think they're the loneliest ones because they don't want to give their body up to anybody because everybody wants them. They want to give it up to the right guy.
Yeah. Exactly.
I want myself a focused chick.
Yep.
Well, my headphone jack came out. My head I want me a chick that's focused. But yeah, the overall thing is like if I'm with a girl and we've been together for a while and she becomes the balloon, then I'm gonna say, hey, I see what's going on over there. I'm not feeling it. I mean, it's teamwork, right?
Yeah.
You like when I provide you cunnilingus. I like when you provide me with fellatio. I like when your body maintains a certain slender and sexy shape. You like when my body, or if I had a beard, you probably like me with my beard on. I don't have a beard, but like you would like me with. So it's like when I smell good, the same thing. It's like there's certain things we but there's certain things we require from each other because that's what I got myself into. You were slim and slender. I'm not saying you're anorexic, skinny or nothing. You were slim and slender. You had your shit together. Now you fell off because you got yourself a boyfriend. And I'm not one of them type of boyfriends that just go like, yeah, you can fall off and I'm still gonna love you. Now I'm gonna love you from far away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Then there's also those couples who gain relationship weight. Whew. I've seen a lot of people from high school get fat as fuck because they've been in 2-3 year relationships. Stop eating out.
Yeah, you guys are wild for
just
that.
meal prep together or something.
Yeah.
Like,
the fuck you guys
that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a meal prep bae.
Yeah, what the fuck you not going at home and I remember one thing my mom told me when I had a girlfriend. She's like, yo, you don't gotta go all the time. Tell your girlfriend to come over and cook something in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And you know what happened?
Go out to eat all the time.
I brought that girl over and we cooked something in the kitchen. I cooked something over at her crib. You know what I mean? That we actually made stuff inside, because when you cook with someone, it's more sensual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I cook. I tell some chicks. I told this one chick to come over and help me clean the chicken. You know what she did? She sat there and she didn't clean. She just watched me clean the chicken. That's why I'm not witch the bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I call you over, let's touch food together. Pause. I mean that just sounds nasty.
Let's make dinner.
Let's make dinner. Let's prep dinner or something. Yo, the type of chick that you want is the one that's agreeable.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, man, you want an agreeable woman. You don't want a weak woman. You don't want those overly strong women. You want an agreeable woman. Because agreeable woman. Yeah, I keep on going. Let me just stop. I was about to go in.
I feel like we got so off track this episode.
All right.
Because it's Thursday.
Yeah. All right.
But quickly before we go, Valentine's Day contest still happening.
Yes.
That's all.
Okay.
I feel like you guys already know that.
Yeah. Should we edit? Yeah, we should edit. We're at 146.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We maintaining those times. We went through a lot of topics. We
did.
All right, so and I feel like I had high energy this whole time. You feel like?
I feel like I was up and down.
Okay. All right, so thank you guys for listening. We fucked up, or we're no longer a Friday podcast. We were never wanted to be a Friday podcast.
Yeah, we're stupid.
We are our midweek podcast on the come up. And if you want to catch this podcast, we are on Audio Mac, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and on more podcasts for your convenience as well. So see you guys tomorrow, and then see you guys next week Wednesday. Am I saying that right?
Why'd you say tomorrow? Because they could be listening to this on a Sunday and then think that we're talking about them on Monday.
Yeah, but like we
see you guys on Friday, November 2nd.
Yeah.
And then we will see you guys on Friday, November 7th.
Yes.
I mean, Wednesday, November 7th.
Yes, we're back. We're back on Wednesday, people.
We're back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, man.
See you guys later. Do the outro.
All right, so thank you for visiting for another episode of the
visiting.
What? Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Educated and the Reckless podcast with your host Apollo P and
NoBetterNina.
And we're out.